faces lost in dusty lines, men and women who kept fighting while the world read other signs. They were shadows in the stories, they were whispers in the night, but their courage held the country when the heroes took the light. There were mothers who kept crying, sons who never came back home. There were daughters left with silence, there were fathers left alone. And the world would call them nameless, but their hearts were made of gold. For the freedom we inherit came from stories left untold. Not every hero stands in spotlight, not every warrior gets a crown. Some hold nations on their shoulders with no one to write it down. They were the voices they forgot, but their echoes never stop. Every tear they learned to hide still lives in our country's pride. They were the voices they forgot, but their bravery meant a lot. And the freedom that we breathe came from hearts that chose to bleed. There were rebels in the forest, there were soldiers in the rain. There were slaves who broke the silence, there were farmers bound in pain. There were women who kept marching, carrying wounds no one could see. And the fire in their footsteps built our hope and destiny. They were walking through the hunger, through the guns, through the fear, but they held the flag within them long before it could appear. And though history never named them, though the pages stayed unfilled, every sacrifice they offered is the reason dreams are built. Some are born to tell the story, some are born to write the page, but the ones who live the struggle are the ones who build the age. They were the voices they forgot, but their echoes never stop. Every tear they learned to hide still lives in our country's pride. They were the voices they forgot, but their bravery meant a lot. And the freedom that we breathe came from hearts that chose to bleed. For every hero song in an anthem, there are thousands left behind. But a nation truly rises from the ones they never find. Let the world remember softly, let the silence break tonight. For the unsung are the heartbeat of a country's deepest fight. They were the voices they forgot, but they'll raise them to the top. Every breath and every right comes from those who lost their life. They were the voices they forgot, but their flame was all we got. And the freedom that we hold is their story left untold. So we sing for all the nameless, all the ones the world forgot. For their courage lives forever in the heartbeat of the lost.